The proper way to handle swine is very important to understand because they are very smart animals that have a tendency to stress quite easily. Porcine stress syndrome, PSS, is a genetic mutation that has inadvertently been bred into pigs today while producers were trying to select for hogs that were faster growing and had ultra-lean muscle. This gene can cause pigs to die within minutes of the initial stress, or if the pig makes it to slaughter, the meat is often defective. Stress can cause two different defects in meat, both of which are highly undesirable. One defect is meat that is pale, soft, and exudative, which is caused from a rapid decline in the muscle pH due to short-term stress just prior to slaughter. The last 15 minutes before slaughter is extremely critical in the quality of the meat. If the pigs are handled roughly or are overheated, they will become tips. When the animal is stressed, lactic acid is produced at an accelerated rate in response to the animal's fight or flight reflex. When this increased pH is combined with the body's naturally high carcass temperature, the muscle proteins are denatured, which results in the inability to bind to water. Therefore, the meat's water holding capacity is not where it should be. It was found in the 1994 International Pork Quality Audit that 9.1% of all hams and loins produced in the United States are considered to be PSE. It was also concluded that 2.5% of hams and loins were dark, firm, and dry, which is caused from a depleted glycogen reserve prior to slaughter. This decrease in glycogen is caused from long-term stress to the animal, which could be caused from transport, extreme adrenaline, or fear. Most producers do anything they can to reduce stress because a reduction in meat quality causes a decrease in the producer's profit. PSS can be avoided by maintaining a herd that is free of the gene. However, if the gene is needed to improve carcass quality, a homozygous or heterozygous male should be crossed with a female that is free of the gene to guarantee the offspring will not be affected. PSE and DFD can be avoided by simply handling the pigs in a way that is not scary or stressful to them. Piglets should be picked up by their rear leg with one hand, and then their torso should be supported with the opposite hand. The person picking them up should be careful not to swing the piglet around or move them too quickly because it can put too much pressure on the piglet's leg joint. When placing them back down, make sure that both their front legs are placed firmly on the ground and then lower down their rear legs and let go. When moving piglets, they need to be watched carefully if they are on a slotted floor because their legs can get stuck down in the slots, and in which case they will need help. When moving and sorting pigs, it's extremely important to take your time and let the pigs move at their own pace. They will stay much calmer that way and will be easier to move. It is also important to move them in small groups of 3 to 5. Pigs like to stay in contact with one another and also follow each other. So if you can get the first pig to go where you want, the others should follow. Pigs can see everywhere around them except directly behind them. If you understand a pig's flight zone and point of balance, you can get them to move anywhere you would like. Their point of balance is at their front shoulder. If you stand in front of their shoulder, they'll go backwards to try and escape, and if you stand behind their shoulder, they'll go forward to try and get away from you. Pigs also prefer lighted areas to darker ones, so having a well-lit path and destination can make the move go smoother as well. They also don't like puddles, different textures on the floor, or loud noises. The quality of the meat is the ultimate determinant of the producer's profit. Meat is the commodity that is being sold, so its quality should be the most important factor when production practices are being established. Therefore, it is extremely critical for the animal to be handled in a way that will cause them to be calm and tranquil.